Can you stand, please? And can you form a circle around this flip chart? Are you any good at remembering names?
Yes.
And notice how your brain went, how do I answer? I'd like you all to say out loud, please, I'm good at remembering names.
I'm good at remembering names.
Okay. And those little voices going, no, you're not, you're rubbish. That's a lie. 10,000 times you told me over the years that you're rubbish at names, and now you're telling me I'm not good at. What's the story? This is what happens when we pour holy water on the devil. Like the devil's going saying, you're not good at names. So, I'm walking down the road and I'm listening to my Walkman. I've got the radio on and it says, Motorola V600 phone out tomorrow. I've got a 25% chance, roughly, of remembering what I hear, because it creates one string of neurons. This is how the brain works. It's a mechanical process. The information goes in, and the only way you remember it is because the brain strings together neurons. Could you form two lines facing each other, please, just along here? Can I borrow you, Amy, seeing you're right there in the right spot? Is that okay?
Okay.
Help me demonstrate. And you're facing down the line, and two lines there. And we ask Phil and Ian to stand back to back, close together, and link arms, please. Whoops. Instructions too complicated for you? It's all right. It happens every time. They go, how do you do that back to back? I love watching people's brains process together. Okay, so this is a neural pathway. What is it?
Neural pathway.
And I'm going to ask you to repeat things after me, because when you repeat it, you actually create another string of neurons, which helps you remember it. And I know it might feel a bit funny, but you'll get used to it throughout the day. So, this is a peptide. What's this?
Peptide.
You thought it was Amy? It's not. It's Amy peptide. Peptides are produced by the hypothalamus. Now, what happens to the brain? The brain gets triggered. What it triggers is the hypothalamus governs how you feel about everything in your life. Happy, sad, frustrated, angry, all those things. Your whole life is just a bundle of feelings. Feelings are only there, well, this is what they can deduce, to enhance, you're right, we'll come to you in a moment. Feelings are only there to enhance memory. Now repeat that. Feelings are there to enhance memory. Yeah? So, sorry, I didn't mean you to repeat, but that's good that you did. Thank you very much. That's great. Thank you. Well trained. Pavlov's dog. Repeat this time. So, sorry, I wasn't clear enough. So, what did I say? Feelings are only there to enhance memory. There's a great movie called What the Bleep Do We Know? Everybody's seen it. It was a sort of a documentary, a bunch of scientists, quantum physicists, doctors, theologians, explaining the meaning of life, about how the brain sees life. So it's great stuff. So this is a what? And this is a
Neural pathway.
And this is a cell. What is it?
A cell.
And a cell has receptors on it. Show us your receptors, guys. Ah, nice receptors. Go on, give them a speak. Go on. Oh, good. Okay. Don't get too close to those guys. Okay. And this is a neural pathway. Right. What happens? The hypothalamus is triggered by thoughts coming in, by what you see, what you hear, and it produces long string amino acids called peptides and also ligands and things. And anybody into biochemistry and stuff? Yeah. Right. Okay. So this is pretty accurate. I did this at the Royal College of Physicians, by the way, so I took a risk, and apparently it was reasonably accurate. So this peptide is produced. Now I'm going to scare the peptide. I'll scare this human being who produces a peptide that's linked to fear, which is, it's got cortisol in it and dopamine and other things that make us go. Now, boo. You don't look very scared. Look scared. Come on. No, I don't look scared. Okay. Now the peptide carries a message. Okay? Yeah, peptide carries a message, and the message is going to be delivered to the cell via the neural pathway. That's right. The message isn't important. It's just a list.
Hello, darling. I was getting worried.
Right. Okay. Right. I didn't notice that. My wife sent me that.
You've got to run into our receptors.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, actually, hold the message in your left hand, and you need your own receptor here, okay? So now I've scared you. You're going to move down the neural pathway, and you link into the receptor on the cell,
I don't think that's appropriate behaviour.
Just hold his hand just for a moment. Yeah. And now the cell vibrates. And every second of every day this is going on. Trillions of cells, all linked to the brain via the neural pathways. Yeah? So what happened in that moment when you saw that, you didn't expect to see that, because laughter is a result of a broken expectation. That's what a punchline is. That's what fear is. That's what anger is. That's what tears are. A reaction to a broken expectation. I didn't expect to be standing here in the middle of the room holding hands with Phil. And you didn't expect to be doing that either. And so you laugh. And you triggered again. So you want to come back again, please, Miss Peptide? Okay. Right, so the peptide now, I'm going to make the peptide laugh. Okay.
Oh!
It's sort of funny, isn't it? She'll tell you later, maybe. You don't have to laugh or cry, do you?
Cry.
Cry, okay. So now, let's pretend she was like that thought. Open up the neural pathway, because when you're happy, the neural pathways open up and you think clearer and faster. That's why we're training teachers now. I work with teachers teaching them advanced learning skills about how to get the kids to relax, because when they relax, the brain opens up and is receptive. Mine's like a parachute, works better when it's open. The way to open it is to get people to relax and laugh. So now you run down the neural pathway, link into the cell, and the cell really vibrates.
You just gave me, that's not nice.
Right. Okay. All right. Imagine these guys slipping over on a banana skin. Does that work? Yeah. Okay, you can come back now. Round of applause for my assistants, please. Here you are. Okay, thank you. So, just a little bit about brain science. But if you think of that in a mechanical way, all day you are creating strings of neurons for people. So if you want to influence them, you've got to create strings of neurons that relate to something that they want, and they go, that's a good idea, I will do that. That's what we're not looking at techniques, we're looking at concepts. How can I create pictures for people that make them want to do what I'm asking? So, I go home and turn on the television, Motorola V600 phone out tomorrow. I heard about that today, and now I've seen it. So now I get another string of neurons or a neural pathway that links in, connected to synapse. A little electrical signal goes across saying, yep, that connects. You have billions, trillions of them. And then I walk past the shop the next day and there's one in the window, and I go in and I play with this phone. What am I most likely to, what makes the strongest memory? Hearing it, seeing it, or playing with it?
Playing with it.
Why? Touch, yeah, it's kinesthetic. Things that you do physically, get engaged with, get involved with, stay much longer than things you just look at. So if you look at black and white type and a white background, if you're trying to convince anybody, if you're in sales and marketing, if you're trying to sell a product to them, what we're teaching salespeople to do now is get away from the PowerPoint, get away from the written word, get them engaged. Americans call it a straw dog. Have something that you're talking about involved in the process of the meeting, so people can physically feel it and they'll remember that. It's about physical feeling of success, about I can hold this, this is real. But up there it's not, it's just a concept. So we remember 75% of what we do, we smell it, we touch it, we taste it, it's something that we're engaged with. And then a friend of mine walks past the shop, Holly walks in and says, hey, is that the new Motorola? I say, yeah. She says, how's that work? And I go, I'll show you. It's not just a bloke thing, is it? Do we like to know things that other people don't know? Yeah, we like to tell them. We remember 100% of what we teach, even if it's wrong. Come on, I know you do it. You go, blah, 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 blah. And a little voice in your head goes, that's bullshit. Yeah, but they don't know that. Yeah? You have this internal dialogue going on. So you remember it because you cement it in. So this is how we remember names, and not just names. It's not about the names today, although the names are an important part of it. It's about how you learn and how you remember and how you get other people to remember what you say. This is where we're going with this. How do you get people to remember what you say? Would you like them to remember what you say? Not everything, I guess.